Good morning, everybody. This one's mine, and welcome to this series of videos. Basically, this is my 1995 Toyota Supra. It's a GE model on turbo. It's recently had a manual gearbox swap with the iRacing in Cambridge, and thank you so much to Damien for helping out with that. It's been an amazing job, so really happy with it. So essentially, this is a video where I'm going to go through essentially a complete novice deciding to rebuild a GE engine with absolutely no knowledge whatsoever. So that one's mine, and this is me. I have absolutely no mechanicking knowledge whatsoever. I once managed to take a brake caliper off. That wasn't particularly successful, so we don't talk about it anymore. But essentially what I'm going to be doing over the next weeks, months, possibly years, is rebuilding a GE engine, as I said, with no knowledge whatsoever. It's been an interesting journey so far. I've realised that I don't have any tools. I don't have anything necessary to complete the most simple of tasks, and I don't really have the requisite skill set to do it either. However, what I've managed to do so far, and apologies you've missed a little bit of the video, and by video, apologies, I meant journey, so far, well, what I have at the moment is I have a stripped down block, which was an interesting task in itself. What we have here is the G block, which I think is cast iron, could be another material, I don't really know, as I said, proper amateur, and it's in one hell of a state. Now, essentially, I bought this engine from eBay, and the engine was £300, and it was allegedly a spun bearing. In speaking to the bloke, very nice guy, he's getting rid of all of his bits and bobs. He had a few engines going spare, and one of them had a spun bearing. The other one had a few more serious problems with it, but one of them had a spun bearing, so it's 50-50. I had a choice of two. I picked this one. So this one itself, in taking it apart, interestingly, I discovered that yes, I have the one with the spun bearing, so there's some fun to be had later on with it. But actually, if we look around the block, it's not in too bad condition, says the man who knows absolutely nothing. It's grubby as hell, and in taking the pistons out, they all came out really easily, clearly identified where on the crank the spun bearing was. And what I do enjoy is that when we look into the cylinders here, what we can see is there is some scoring virtually everywhere. There's a little bit of rust and contaminant in there still. But, you know, on the balance of everything that I've seen on YouTube, because that is, of course, now my Bible, it doesn't look exceptionally bad. There is a hell of a lot of carbon still on the head. The gasket was kind of almost welded on, and it is still looking pretty bad, and Scotch-Brite has not done an amazing job at getting that off. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be using a bit more of an abrasive scraper, sort of a flat blade or something like that, just giving it a bit of a go and seeing if I can get anything else off. I've gone through about 3 cans of brake cleaner already, loads of degreasant, penetrating fluid, all that sort of business. So that's really interesting, because I've realised the ancillary cost to this actually may not be buying new pistons and stuff like that, but sheer amount of fluids that I'm going to be buying for it. So in all, that's not looking too bad. So if you think about the engine, it cost me 300 quid. I've bought a wonderful eBay engine stand here. This engine stand was 46 quid. It's meant to deal with, I think it's up to 450 kilos. I reckon that's probably about 80 kilos, 100 kilos, and it's already buckling under the pressure there. So we'll see if that maintains for the whole of the series of videos that I'm doing. But essentially what I've done is I've taken everything off of this. Apologies, the video didn't actually cover that because I thought about having the idea, you know, a couple of weeks after I started with this journey. But essentially, and we'll go through in successive videos, everything that I've seen and experienced as we go through. But essentially here is a bunch of the crap that's come out of the engine, and here's a bunch more crap that's come out of it. Here are some other parts that came with the engine, and we'll go through those as well. And over here on the table of doom is the head. Now, I've already done a fantastic job of getting 2 of the, I think they're called shims. Is it shims? Who knows? These little things here. I've already done a fantastic job of taking those off, which was harder than it needed to be due to not having a magnet. And essentially over here, we've got a couple that have actually been taken out there. The valves looking very carbon filled and fruitful. Amusingly, the one injury that I've had so far, dealing with all of this, irrespective of numerous cuts and scrapes, is I've already had one of the collets fire off and hit me in the eye. So I have now one lost collet, one little keeper for a valve stem, which is really interesting because they're pretty expensive, and it's somewhere, I don't know, probably around there, but we're not going to be looking for that yet. So that was fun. It was a fun little jaunt into the world of my first proper injury in taking this engine apart. Spinning the engine over. Oh, by the way, no good at doing anything mechanical, so never edited a video before in my life. So here we go. But spinning the engine over, you can see actually there's a little bit of corrosion that's crept in kind of in this sort of area. I'll see if that's salvageable as we go through. But everything kind of looks okay. The bearing that was spun was this one, and there's actually no damage that's been caused here. Focus camera, please. Thank you. There we go. There's actually no damage that has been caused really here. It all looks fairly nice and smooth. There are some signs of some heat wear on a couple of them, but all in all, they're not looking too bad. It is absolutely caked in crap. It's obviously been sitting in an Essex field, well, barn, for some time. All the seals, they've got some additional sealant around them, which I think is not exactly best practice, but I could be wrong. I'll find out as I go through the journey. And yeah, all in all, the engine's not looking too bad, apart from the fact that it's absolutely dirty as hell. So I'll go cleaning that up over the next couple of weeks. I'll go through the process of that when I use some of the wonderful techniques, tips and tricks that I've seen on YouTube, and I'll be seeing if they work. Additionally, I may just have to take it down to a professional place where people with qualifications who know what they're doing can use big industrial machines to do exactly the same thing that would take me about 3 weeks. I do know in advance that a couple of things I will need to do is take out these little retainers, probably have a proper name. Everyone probably knows what they are. Feel free to just throw it down in any comments if you're interested in this video, because I'd be interested to know. But they need to come out, and the oil galleys can have a proper clean with those out, and then they can be capped off. That I know. How you actually achieve that, I have no idea as yet. So we'll see where we go with that one. But this video is about 5 minutes long. There will be successive videos, hopefully about every week. If you're particularly interested, hey, why not subscribe? I don't know, but please do drop a like if, especially, you'd like to see any more of this content, because it's a video vlog. It's a video vlog. It's a vlog for me. It's a bit of a diary as to the first foray into doing some mechanicking for me. So that's all it really is. But if you like it, you know, I can maybe do some more. That's absolutely fantastic. And subscriptions, yeah, why not? Everybody else on YouTube says, hey, subscribe. So I'm going to say it too. My intention is not really to earn any money out of this, but that'd be great. But it would help me to understand if people are actually interested in this content and if I should keep doing it. So that would be fantastic. I'm going to sign off now. But yeah, there'll be some more videos in the coming weeks, and we'll leave it there.